guys, Jill here. I've been working on a few projects that I wanted to show you before they are no longer here. I have been working on some banners. I'm going to show you those down the road. I've also been working with the shrink plastic kit that I bought. I haven't done it yet or put it together, but the shrink plastic kit, these came out so cool. And like I said, none of these are stuck together, and they all have little accent pieces that go on them. Like this one has the a nest, which is upside down, little teeny tiny birds. This is the one that we got at the convention. The girl was demoing them. I know it was obviously somebody's daughter. She was younger, and it was her first time demoing, the lady at Darcy said. And she did a really good job. And this is part of what's from that CD that I purchased. And I did up a whole bunch of them, but I added some of these to one of the banners that once I send it out and know that it's arrived at its destination, I'll go ahead and show you that video. This is my ATC from the Your Paper Pantry swap, and I do this every month, and it's hosted by Natasha, who's Anastasia here on YouTube, and I know that she shows all of the ATCs, and I've been kind of lax in showing mine lately. This is an image from the Tim Holtz paper, the Seasonal Stash, I think it's what it's called. And you know, there's like a Valentine's, of course Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, and the 4th of July. And they're the perfect size, and I've used, I think, the Thanksgiving ones before. So all I did was cut it out, and I distressed the edges, and then I added festive berries. It's like the perfect red around the sides. Then I wrapped some Martha Stewart twine around it, and these are some Christmas brads that I picked up. I used most of the blue and silver ones, but I had the red ones the exact amount, which is perfect. I cut the backs off, and I adhered them with some pop dots and glossy accents. I then put some of this paper back behind the ATC, kind of to brighten it. It is a holographic paper, and it comes in like a little square. I bought this in silver, gold, and there's a clear one that looks really cool over an image. So I figure it was about time I used those. I've probably had those around about 10 years. Then I just used one of the back pieces of the Seasonal Stash. There's some beautiful papers in there. Silver edged it. I did some star stamping on it. On the background, I used a little stamp I picked up at my favorite scrapbook store, which is located in Orlando, Florida, and it is called Scrappy Boutique. And I just used my Brilliance Red. Don't know the name of it. I want to say it's Rocket Red, and then Mediterranean Blue with a calendar set I have. I stamped out the 2012, wrote my name in, and this is a smaller version of those same images. And then I punched out some stars. They didn't punch out real good, so I didn't put them on all of them. My punch actually stopped working partway through, but I got a few stars on there with the scraps of this paper. So I'll just quickly show you. They're hard to see because they are quite vintage, but here are some of the different designs, and there was a few more. So that was just to give you an idea there. This is a card I made for my father, and then I made one for Joey's father. It's really strange. They share the same birthday, which is today, July 8th. And they also share their birthday with Catherine, who is Life on the Scrap Beach. And I know a lot of you watch her, but I just think it's funny because it's also strange that my aunt, my birthday, and my sister-in-law's birthday are on the same day. So I used my Silhouette cartridge with one of the gnomes that I just downloaded from their store. And this one's really detailed, like the little eyes cut out, the cheeks, everything cuts out separate. And I just used some papers that I had around. The idea is this is the Travelocity gnome. And my dad, with his hotel, he books through Travelocity, and it's always kind of been a little bit of a joke. He went to a convention, and he comes home with these really cool things from Choice Hotels, and one of them was the Travelocity note, and we hide them all over the house. It's just kind of this weird little joke we have. Anyway, so I edged it with some of my Distress inks, and this is that new blue, just really lightly on there. I use Black Soot, I use Pumice Stone, and then again that Festive Berries. This is a Hero Art stamp, and then this is one of the new templates I got. I just sponged through it with that new blue, which I don't know the name of. Give me one second. Salty Ocean, from my Distress collection, and then I edged it with silver. I did the same on my father-in-law's cards, so those are going out today. This I made a little while ago. It is the birthday card that I made for Joey, and I know I've mentioned this several times, and some of you that know me and have met me know that we have two different Mustangs. One of them's a 2005, and then we have a 65, and I found a stamp of the 65. It's a convertible, but it was close. Well, Stampers Best came out with the Boss, and I know there's a number after it, and I should know it because it's my husband's favorite car. So when I saw that stamp, I knew I had to get it. So for his birthday, I had held on to it, and I stamped it on the shimmer paper that I love to Copic color over. I just used 2 reds and the blender pen and a few grays in here. I edged this with Black Soot, and then I used a rub-on I found in my stash, and I've been trying to use out of my stash. So I used the rub-on. I went over it with, give me one second, look at my Distress inks, Fired Brick. So that's the color throughout to match the Copics, and I edged it, and I used my new Spellbinder dies that I had got a while back. I used a piece of it's K & Company Artful Journey. It's a really old collection. I got it at CHA in one of the classes, so I cut some little snips off of it. I then used some of those brads that I got all of when they went on clearance. They're Making Memories brads, and all of was like 3 packages, but I love them. I used the steel plate die. It's just the Cuttlebug folder that I got in a collection, and I did it out of the 10 Second Studio silver paper. Just ran it through my Vagabond, and then I put some black paint over it. I wanted it to look kind of distressed. And then this is that same Enjoy Your Birthday from Hero Arts on that same banner, which I seem to be loving. I just cut the little corner out. You can cut it really easily, but I have a square punch, so you just cut that out with a little square punch. And then I used one of these brads that I got, I think it was Recollections. And without showing my message, because it's kind of goofy, I got this from my Silhouette, and it's backwards, I know, but it's the Mustang symbol, and it's just on black paper. And actually I went on the internet and I found a Mustang symbol, and I made it into a silhouette and then cut it on my Silhouette, which there's actually a tutorial on YouTube for that. So there you have it. There's the cards I've been working on. Oh, and on the inside of these cards I just put, every day of your life is a page of your history. This again is one of those smaller Heroette stamps that I love to use. So there you have it. Thanks for stopping by, and have a great day.